Hey everyone, Scorp here. I'm back, I guess. I still can't play very well with my thumb, so I'll be trying to play with keyboard and mouse today, or just a keyboard. So this hopefully will go okay. But I did have a insect playthrough I wanted to get to. And to go along with that, I also want to uh, Uh, I'm also going to release the .1 version of Gemini 2 today. Um, so that'll be available. Very small changes, but basically just fixing Vermilion Sparrow being having the wrong special ability, and that's pretty much it. Oh, actually, there's one major balance change. Um, if you go second, you start with 7 summoning power. Which is something I wanted to try out. So we will see how that goes. Because I think it might balance out going second a little bit more. It's probably going to make the second side of the campaign a little bit easier, though, because the AI is terrible. So making it more balanced is just kind of going to be the end of things. So there isn't an insect starter in Gemini 2. So I started with the plant starter deck, and put in a whole bunch of passwords. I grabbed some pyros just because I want to fuse into Vermilion Sparrow at some point for some farming, and then I gave myself basically one of every insect. I am also going to be playing with the spreadsheet of card effects on my second monitor, just because there's a lot of varied effects for insects, and I don't want to mess them up too bad. So, first off, we're just going to go deal with Taya, and then after that we'll go start doing farming. I want to just show that at least you can beat Taya with just about anything. This deck is actually a lot worse than it would be with the plant setup, but that's not terribly surprising. Bladefly is not very useful for us. Okay, an equipped Nekogal is going to be obnoxious to kill. We might not ever kill it. See. I don't remember what Maneater does, but I need to go look at the plant for a bit, because I haven't looked at them. And I forgot what they do. Oh, that's pretty good. What does Beam Soldier do? Oh. Okay, that's nice and all. Not very useful. What does Living Vase do? Okay, that's not useful either. Okay. Flame Swordsman's decent. So we can grab Invigorations from Taya. That will give us an equip that we can use, because most insects are earth. So this will just remove the power-ups. Then we will so Genji Gumo, not very useful. Giant Flea is... Where is it on this list? Is that really what it is? That's annoying. But that's about it. Actually, I should have done this before I attack. Now Queen of Autumn Leaves is stronger than anything that Taya can play. But while all of these animations go, so basically I had to go to the hospital and have a little bit of surgery done on my thumb. So it was really having problems. So I went and got that done, and been healing for the last week, and haven't really been able to play any video games, which has been really unfortunate. So I have not been enjoying this hiatus nearly as much as anyone would expect. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Hopefully it finishes healing up and doesn't get reinfected or anything. Been having to rewrap it every day for a while, so. It's been annoying. I haven't been able to play video games, really, and I haven't been able to, like, do a whole bunch of, like, other stuff I wanted to do, like, you know, cook for myself. Not that you guys should feel bad for me or anything. It's easy enough to just DoorDash up something and, oh well, doesn't really matter that I can't cook, but it's still annoying. But anyways, back to the gameplay. Basic Insect is a green Kappa. Really, really, really strong effect. Probably too strong, but these are insects. I've pretty much given up on making them weaker than anything else. So, this episode, we're just going to, we're gonna beat Taya. That's not going to be much of a challenge. Then we are going to go on to... then we are going to go on and get ourselves copies of some of the cards that I wanted, so that we can, you know, not just play a whole pile of plants in our deck when we want to go and play okay, so Acid Crawler is the Magician of Faith. I don't know why I'm attacking, it's just slowing things down. Passing here is faster. But basically insects have some really, really good effects. And I just want to duplicate some of them. The biggest problem we're going to have is that we won't be able to actually get all of the good insects until we get to Weevil. And that is halfway through the game. So I just want to save ourselves time here. I'm in a new save state, just to make sure we get this invigoration. Which maybe I will get. Hey, we got it. Okay, cool. So yeah, I hope you guys are all doing well, and I hope I can continue making these even if I pretty much just have to not use one of my, or use one of my thumbs, and have to play using a keyboard. But at least the swelling's down enough that I don't have to keep it elevated for all time. So that was the main thing that was keeping me from being able to play, is I couldn't type because I had to keep my hand elevated, which has made everything just way more annoying. Don't realize how much we take for granted our appendages until we can't use them. So I'm going to do this quickly. Going to with speed burst. We will start with Komotoku, I believe, is a paralyzed creature, so it's not terrible. Okay. That was meant to be face up. So Giant Scorpion of the Tundra is another creature that I actually really want to play. It's a very good card. Because of its effect. Its effect will buff all of our insects, which is great. And one of the things about insects is they don't fuse well, so like getting it's really hard to actually scale up insects to be actually good. I don't want extra blade flies. We're not going to play wind insects or something. I guess we'll just do that. So, do this because it causes the least amount of annoyance. So we only need like 100 experience on each of these. So we'll just pass like 40 turns. That'll get us 160 experience. Okay. Do that. We don't need either of these. Good. Don't need these guys. Acid Crawler doesn't activate because, you know, my summoning area is full. Interesting, but not useful. Just make a Hunter Spider. Probably not going to utilize the Hunter Spider, but basically just getting rid of all of the cards we can to duplicate, so we can rank up the cards we care about. Here, we'll do this to even get a win out of this. Not that we need a Bean Soldier, but we can just do it because we can. Nice, just... Oh! Well, that's really weird. Well, that slid things down a bit. So I'm just passing as fast as I can. Unfortunately, the carrot idle effect is going to go off repeatedly. But we win this anyways, so there's no point to winning, but at this point, might as well just pass it out. Okay. Okay, so I don't really care if I get anything here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and save. Now that we have all of those ranked up, one rank. So my plan is basically I'm going to take out one of these, throw it as leader, level it up. Or not level it up, but use it to get copies of itself from the normal slots. With this map. Y'all probably seen this before, so I'm just showing it once. You can make this go even faster with the save state here if you missed, but... Okay, one other thing I'm going to show is save stating here to get ourselves a Javelin Beetle, because I would like 4 of them. If I don't know why it was double clicking, but oh, Great Moth, that'll work. So we'll grab ourselves. I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate all of these cards, and then I'll come back. I don't need to waste your guys' time with showing you how I duplicated, you know, an entire set of cards. But I will also try to get ourselves, or get us, some great mods and Javelin Beetles at the very minimum. So I'll be right back when I get that. Okay, so I got duplicates of all the cards I wanted. And then I also went ahead and was just ranking up Javelin Beetles here. Because I want to use Javelin Beetle as the leader. I don't need a Hunter Spider, so... Skip. So we should have enough creatures now to build out most of a deck. So we'll go ahead and build out a deck now. Oh, there was one insect I forgot. I did want to put in a cockroach tonight. Oop. Oh well. I'll get that between episodes. So, we have now a whole bunch of insects. This thing is a on-death man-eater bug, so it's Fiend Sand, which is really solid. Giant Flea, I believe like Stern Mystic. It's decent. If there's room, we'll put it in. Larva Moth is excellent. It's a Gate D. We'll put in a Great Moth, I guess. I don't really want to utilize too many Great Moths. They're not my favorite. I know this Spellbinds. We'll grab that in a second. I know I want Kuragashis and I want Caterpillars. I did level Caterpillar just so that I could get the terrain change if I wanted it. Giant Scorpion of the Tundra is definitely going in. And that puts us to 19 monsters. Now, this is where I'd want to hover around if I had a bunch of other good cards to put in the deck. But I don't have a bunch of other good cards to put in the deck, so... we'll deal with that later. Acid Crawlers are great. They're Magician of Faith. And I guess I'll put in a Hunter Spider and a Javelin Beetle. Definitely 2 Invigorations. Wild Germs is now useless. This is also useless. We're gonna go in Tristan next, so we'll put in the Warrior Elimination for now. And that leaves us 5 spaces. Yeah. Gumo can go in, I guess. It's not terrible. Bladefly is just not useful, unfortunately. I guess we can put in the other Hunter Spiders and... there's gotta be some good plant. Let me check what Dark Lord Thorns does. That's not useful. How about a Bisque Flower? That's really rude. Bisque Flower is another Gale Dogra or Moth. Living Vase, no, not useful. Snake Yashi is funny. I would like something that's just cheap, so maybe that and a Griggle. For Bear Lily? Isn't Bear Lily... What did I get Bear Lily? Yeah, this is Barrel Dragon. You all know why I'm not putting a Barrel Dragon in my deck. You just know why. What about Firegrass? Firegrass sounds good. Where is Firegrass on this list? There it is. Oh yeah, great. Excellent. It's a Fire Reaper. Okay, well... Those are cards. We are infinitely stronger than we should be right now. But hey, we got some farming completed, and now we're a little bit stronger. Yeah. We're way stronger. So Tristan, he has invigorations for us, so maybe we can grab one of those from him. Otherwise, nothing too much, I think, from him. This might be a little bit ridiculous to go through the game with this, but that's fine with me. I mean, I can just throw Basic Insect over here and have it walk on up. I figured that was block attack, so I wanted to trigger it with Warrior Elimination rather than the Basic Insect. So I think I'm just going to completely rain on this guy's parade. And I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm not flipping the Great Moth yet because I want to flick Basic Insect next turn. Well, I'm just going to pass. I'm going to flip it next turn. I want to make absolutely certain that it gets as strong as it can possibly be. And if I flip it going outside of my leader range, I believe it'll be 500 points less than it should be. Ooh, 3,600. So I don't think I really need summoning power until I play a Hunter Spider. But our opponent has played probably nothing but warriors at this point. Hey, 3 warriors. Goodbye. This will be big enough. This is pretty much game over right here. Unless he super high rolls a Judge Man, I'm super good. Type 0 Magic Crusher. Giant Please actually going to be useful next turn. Oh hey, a Judge Man. I don't really need most of this, so we'll just go like this. I'm specifically using Javelin Beetle as leader because it's the only creature that I gave extra leader powers to, just so Weevil could use it. And be an even bigger, more annoying threat than he already was. I hate his leader power. I wanted to just throw... Oh well, this is fine. I wanted to just flip the larvae moth so I could, or larvae moth so I could summon something again. Well, recording this hasn't been too bad. Definitely not perfect, from a, like, feeling okay standpoint. But I think I should be able to make another one for tomorrow, so here's hoping that we can get back into the swing of things. But yeah, insects are really strong. Okay, we're gonna make sure we get this invigoration just so I never have to go for another one. And we got it on the 3rd one, even though that was the hardest one to hit. Okay, cool. Love to see it. Okay, well, that all went well. And we're up to mine. Go ahead and do a quick deck edit here, just to remove the warrior elimination that's no longer useful and put in invigoration. Okay, so not really much we can do to improve the deck now for a long while. But we did pretty well get ourselves a good start. So that's it for today. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a nice day.